In Chinese metaphysics, the yi wood is the yin wood. The symbolism for the yin would be as the flower. Like a flower, the yi wood person is expressive, gentle, refined, possesses a natural beauty and charm. Now, when you look into the table for useful gods, you will never find yi wood. So in a way, yi wood if manifest negatively, inauspiciously, it will be like the weed, the parasite. And therefore, the nature of the yi wood is one akin to the damsel in distress, one that needs to be able to utilize the strengths of other people. So if you are a yi wood day master, your main strength and necessity for survival will be to rely on other people. So learn the art of manipulation, learn the art of leadership, learn the art of organizing yourself and other people. Be that leader, be the life of the party, be the flower that attracts and to draw in the king keng metal, which is the knight in shining armor. So therefore the flower and the white. So in a way, the yi wood is like a creepy crawler, a one that will survive, the one that will climb on top of trees to reach to the height in order to receive the sunlight. Therefore, a plotter, a strategist, a one that is able to find ways to survive. Because the vine is able to crawl and to find a way out. So thinking out of the box will be one of the hallmarks of a you day master. And the thing is, one way to survive, of course, is to be the grass. And the thing about the grass is that it bends with the wind. So what does that mean? It means that loyalty may not be your greatest strength. If the wind blows to the east, so will the grass bend towards it. And as the wind changes direction to the west, and so will the grass bends to that direction now. Therefore, the yeatwood is known to be an opportunist, to be able to bend, to be able to be flexible, and therefore a survivor. And so, in a way, the other 9 day masters may see this to be a form that the yeatwood is a master manipulator. So, what will be your greatest strength? Flexibility. Flexibility will be one of the measures of a yeatwood because of your ability to grow to any direction, to be able to move. So, unlike the Yang Wood Day Masters, unlike the sturdy and inflexible, stubborn Jia Wood, the Yi Wood will be flexible, the Yi Wood will be fickle, the Yi Wood will be able to sway to any direction to its favor. And therefore, fickle mindedness also means the ability to change your mind. So the Yi Wood is very diplomatic, unlike the Jia that can be pretty much stubborn and obnoxious. So the Yi Wood is not one that is direct, a one that actually moves in ways that utilizes the indirect resources far more than other day masters. But the problem, of course, with the Yi Wood is that you are very needy because a plant will need earth, will need fire, will need water. And the plant may sometimes need metal to shape it into a better productive so-called plant. So these are the elemental ecosystem to which the yeatwood will require. So what is fire? And for fire, pink fire will be of utmost importance. So a useful god that is more often than not present for a yeatwood is the pink fire. And what is the pink fire? The pink fire will be your hurting officer. And therefore, a good yeatwood is one that is able to hurt officer, meaning to say a performer, a, a leader, a one that will show an extroverted form of character. For the fire provides warmth, provides light that is necessary. The Ting fire, on the other hand, is not entirely favorable because the Ting fire will burn the Yi wood. And so when Ting fire is excessive, it may weaken and harm the Yi wood. And so here, this is where the Yi wood may start to overthink. Now, as we move on to water, between these two, Kui water will be most beneficial. The yin water will represent the indirect resource. An indirect resource will then be one to which provides intuition, strong gut feeling, and to be able to be intelligent, thinking outside the box. Run water, on the other hand, might harm the yin wood because excessive water will drown the yin wood. Excessive water will wash away, uproot plant, and therefore the floating yin wood without root will be a life that gathers no moss. So therefore here, in the presence of run water and the yin wood without rooting will be unfavorable. So therefore between the two, Kui water will be needed the most. Now earth represents wealth, and the most ideal will be the Chi earth. And Chi earth represents indirect resource. So here you can see that the indirect stars are the one that will be more useful for the Yi wood. So therefore, the Yi wood in traditional sense may not be one that may meet the proper conservative values. So here, Yi wood will be prone to side deals. Yi wood is attracted to speculative indirect wealth because G earth represents the soft, fertile soil, and therefore the Yi wood can grow roots in it. Now, the Yang earth may be too hard at times for the Yi wood to control, so direct wealth may be helpful, but between the two, the Yi wood will be better. So here we can see that from a career perspective, indirect wealth normally represents a freelance career, as independent person rather than employee. Now we come into metal. The Yi wood combines with the Keng metal, the Yang metal, and therefore the Yi wood is able to draw, able to attract the X, the executor, the knight in shining armor that can come. So that will be one power of the damsel in distress, the ability to bring in the muscle. And so, Yang metal, Keng metal will be auspicious. It will be beneficial because the Yi wood is able to control. Therefore, female Yi wood is able to control their husbands, will be able to combine together to form metal, and therefore that would be the direct officer. And so direct officer will provide status and rank to the Yi wood. On the other hand, the sin metal will be a danger. So of all the 10 stems, the Yi wood will be most fearful to the sin metal because a pair of scissors can end the life of a Yi wood easily. It will suppress, it will pose a great danger, and health issues may persist. And so, Kui water to Ting fire, sin metal to Yi wood, these are the 7 healings that can be highly inauspicious. And now it's come into Jia. And of all the 10 elements, the Jia will be most beneficial. Now, in more cases than not, Jia represents the rock wealth. And here, we find that the Yi wood will welcome the rock wealth. And so, what will be beneficial for the Yi wood will be a hurting officer and rock wealth and indirect wealth. These are the elements that will find favor for a typical Yi wood day. And so, in one of the auspicious parts, formation, that will be the auspicious formation where we see Jia wood. So in a chart for a Yiwood Daymaster, you will want to find Jia wood, pink fire, Gui water. These are the elements that will bring prosperity to a Yiwood. Remember, Yiwood can be needy. It's very, very needy. Now, the Yiwood may not find favor with another Yiwood because creepy crawlers are territorial people. Wood people are territorial because they have to compete for scarce resources. And so that will be a competitor, a frenemy that can choke and deny life to the Daymaster. And so between the two, Jia will be then the one to which the Yiwood will find favor. So this brings us to number one, the understanding of the useful gods. What are the elements that the Yiwood will find favor? So as we go along, let us now recap into what are the 5 elements and how each of them will be used. And so once again, we do find that for Yiwood born in spring, the most useful gods will be pink fire and Gui water. And so if these are present in the chart, that would be beneficial. Next year is the year of the fire horse, the year of pink. So therefore, for Yiwood Daymaster, next year will then be beneficial for the pink fire will. Now for Yiwood born in summer, where it is dry, scorched earth. Therefore, it will find metal to weaken the earth, to break the hot earth, and Gui water to nourish it. And therefore, this will be the useful gods for those Yiwood Daymasters born in summer. And for Yiwood born in autumn, to which, of course, wood is dead. And here the Daymaster will be tremendously weakened. And so more useful elements will be needed. And here comes the water and pink fire. And these two will be, again, beneficial